Alright everyone, this is Christian, and I'm going to do another lead guitar tutorial. It's been a while. We're going to do Hillsong's Forever Rain, but we're actually going to follow more of the One Sonic Society version for guitar parts. Usually what I play lines up a little bit more with that version, so if you haven't given it a listen, please do so, and it'll help you as you try and decide what you want to play. Also, the parts that I play are always very influenced by the band setup and specifically the keys player. For example, do we have a keys player? If so, is he playing pad, or is he playing the Rhodes with the delay thing, or is he going to do both and layer? A lot of factors kind of go into the decision of what are the parts for me and what is my place within the band. So today, I'm just going to kind of give you a general idea of some of the parts that I would probably play. So, on that note, we're going to start with verse 2. Anything in the song before that, there's not really any distinct parts. You're going to do swells and add a little texture. You may pick around a little bit, but it's not very distinct. So, starting with verse 2, we're 166 BPM, which is like a subdivided click. We like to do subdivided, which means it's eighth note. So eighth note is 166. So for me, when I'm putting in to the delay pedal, I'm putting in 166 BPM, quarter note delay. So it should be something like this. Verse 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the chorus. Okay, and then that will bring into the first chorus. And like I said earlier, we may have a keyboard player, and sometimes we have that Rhodes with the delay, the lick up top that you hear in the Hills version. But sometimes for whatever reason we don't, and so if you have the Rhodes with delay, they'll play this part. Otherwise, you need to cover as a lead player. So I would do something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you should be in on verse 3, and it'll be similar to what you did earlier, but it'll be an octave lower, and you'll be a little bit more aggressive. The band will be in a little bit more full. 1, 2, 3. Chorus again, and you're going to play the same thing that you did earlier, but just with a little bit more full tone, a little bit more, I guess a little bit more compressed sound to kind of cut through a little bit. So, I'm not going to go over that part. Now, something that you do need to make sure that you're aware of, out of this next chorus, or double chorus, or whatever it is, we're going to go into an instrumental before we go to the bridge. That's usually how we play this song. The instrumental is in the One Sonic Society version, so once again, make sure you listen to it. I'll kind of try and play it for you right now. Basically, the way that it's going to work is it'll be something. You'll be playing the chorus like, nothing compares to your embrace, light of the world, forever and to make sure that your tone is just huge. Make it sound really big. That doesn't mean that it sounds really overdriven. It just means it needs to sound really big. So use your effects. Give a nice, thick, warm, overdrive sound. I have my octave effect going to give it the kind of double octave thing. So just be very aware of your tone on that and make sure that it's really aggressive, because that's a very aggressive part of this song. After that, like I said, you'll be in the bridge, and it'll be down at first. You'll kind of be out. And then you'll come in kind of halfway through the bridge. You'll kind of build in, and it's not the most distinct part in the world. I would probably play something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so something like that, just kind of those high chords up top, and then it'll bring you back into the chorus, which you'll kind of lay out again, and then it'll kind of build back in, just like you did earlier. So I'm not going to go over that. So you know the chorus part. I think that's all. That's all we need to look at. I don't think I'm missing anything. If I am, feel free to comment, ask any questions that you want, and I'll try and help you as much as I can.